This next story is really quick. It comes from Apple. It says Apple to update EU browser options and make more apps deletable. Really, we can sum this up in one sentence. Users will be able to delete certain Apple-made apps such as App Store, Messages, Camera, Photos, and Safari. Only settings and phone apps would not be deletable, which is super awesome. Even a lot of custom ROMs on Android don't do that, which bugs the crap out of me. I would love to be able to delete the stock browser because honestly, none of any of the devices I've tried come with the browser I want to use. So it would be nice to just remove that. But the majority of this article was just kind of explaining the DMA and how Apple opened up their browsers earlier this year and the results of that.
Throwback to when like the EU DMA stuff was happening, and I feel like a lot of people were like, oh, I can't believe Apple's being forced. This is going to ruin the ecosystem. And it's like, well, Apple can still choose to keep their ecosystem and still allow people to not use their ecosystem. And both those things can be true. And I think that now that we're finally seeing what this looks like, we're starting to see, yeah, you can still use the App Store, you can still use Messages, Camera, Photos, and Safari. But guess what? If you don't want to, you can actually not use them and delete them and use other things.
Especially browser and Messages, to me, that's the big one. Like, I never use the stock Messenger because I always use Signal. I never use the stock browser. I don't like the stock browser.
I think that it's likely that the App Store is just going to be disabled from the UI. I doubt that you're going to have, because then where are you going to download the App Store from? So it has to still be accessible through the settings. Yeah, I'm sure it's some kind of like setting disable where you go into your settings and then you can like re-enable Apple apps is my guess.
Oh yeah, because you can already do that with certain apps in the parental controls. So maybe this will just be like an expanded version of that.
Thanks for watching this surveillance report clip. This is a clip from our surveillance report podcast where we break down the privacy and security news every single week to keep you as safe as possible. So if you want to check out the full podcast and get all the news, check that out down in the description or click one of the things here to check out the main channel. See you next time.